See what we have discussed so far. Okay, we discussed basic microservice architecture and the challenges and how we can overcome them with the spring given solutions, right? So for all problems we have alternate solutions here. For configurations problem, config server concept we have, and to give access to application, a central point of URL if we need a gateway support given. And if you want to balance the load in case of services, if one service down, if you want to fetch the data from a clone copy which is running in another server, to make it we have Eureka support as well. Okay, further we'll discuss many other features. Okay, now I'll be showing you two Spring Boot dependencies. Okay, one is Spring Boot DevTools, which is useful during development. Okay, Spring Boot DevTools, and another important one is Actuator. DevTools and Actuator. DevTools basic use is it will do live restart of your application, and the Actuator will provide all the application metrics, app metrics, or you may call health, all that stuff we can able to use, all that we can able to found by using Actuator. Okay, so how to add them and how to achieve it. Coming to DevTools, take any service that we have implemented, product service or customer service. Let me see, do I have DevTools in this product service or not? So here if I see I have web dependency, actuator dependency I have, and I don't see any DevTools dependency here. Okay, I don't have any DevTools. I'm running this product service application. I'm just running this product service application which will run in 9091. I think that is the port number from runtime arguments we have given. Port number 9091 given here. Maybe if you want to run in 9090, you may remove it from arguments. You may remove it. Okay, I'm just removing it. Apply, run. So now it will run as usually 9090. So here it is in 9090. So product service is started. Okay, we mentioned Eureka and all, right? It is asking them to keep them up. Let me comment Eureka, or along with Eureka if you want to test, let's start it. Let's start Eureka server also. So that it will register. Eureka started. So in Eureka, this service will go and register. Let me restart product service. So let's invoke product service. localhost 9090, get the product service data. So it is giving product service data here, whatever I have in code. If I do any changes here during development time, right? Continuously we do changes and we modify and we used to test every 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We used to restart our application with new changes. We will try to test it. So let's say I'm trying to add a new data here, one more object I wanted to add, product to 3. I want to add a product here. Product to 3. So as soon as I save it, if I have dev tools already added, automatically my application will restart and this information, new information fan also I can able to see here. But I'm not able to see it. Only it is showing phone, TV and book. It is not showing fan. But if I add DevTools dependency to the same application, okay, let me shut down my product service, shut down it. And as usual, I'll comment this new product, okay. Later I will enable and show you once adding DevTools, okay. So just commenting it to get the live reloads, right? Live restarts. Just you need to add DevTools kit. Right click, Spring, add starters, search for DevTools. Yeah, Spring Boot to DevTools. Add this. Next, finish. So let's see DevTools dependency updated here. Okay, DevTools dependency has been added. Now let's restart your product application once again. Product service is started. Invoke for products. So I'm getting phone, TV, book. Fine. Along with them, just I wanted to do this port numbers I don't want to see. I want to comment this code which is displaying port number. I want to comment it and as well as I want to enable this new product also. So just doing changes here and adding that to list. And one more change I want to do, this port number I don't want to add. Okay, that's it. I did two changes, one extra product adding and this port number disabled, just which is fetching port number and showing in list. Save it. So I just made changes. Now if you see, automatically something is happening here. Product service is automatically restarting. So again your product service is registered in Eureka. Why? And try to refresh your browser. So if you refresh your browser, here you can see iPhone showing, TV showing, and the new product fan also showing. The new product fan also update. book, fan, TV, iPhone. Product 2, product 3, product 1. Acha. Fan actually overriding this book data. Okay, and this empty object we added. So, okay, let me correct it. During development time, like this, we do development and we forget something and we'll do the changes and we'll save that class. Again and again, you need not to go back to your, you know, application starter and you need not to restart your application. Automatically, it will bring application up to date. So now see, phone, TV, book, fan, everything got updated. So mostly, right, it will be helpful during your development. As this feature is available for you, you can utilize for whatever purpose you want. But generally during development, if you want to do live restarts, okay, you can achieve it. You can easily achieve it. In case if you want to disable it, if you want to disable it, you need to put live reloads to false. If you set it to false, then live reloading will be stopped. And by default, which all file changes it will recognize. By default, any resources changes, any changes in the Maven apart from the your class path, any static changes, public folder changes, template folder changes, all these changes it will recognize by default. Auto reload. What we will have usually in this section, we will have configurations, front end pages. If it is a altogether front end and back end application, you may have some templates. If you have any such front end stuff and if you apply any changes on that front end, automatically it will restart. If you want to see that, we have created one application. Which one? One application we created, I believe, from Bootify. We created one application, right? EMS app something, if I remember correct. Did I loaded that EMS app here? Let me load that. Let me put it there. Which is having front end also, right? We have some front end files also there. So let me add that application, apply this dev tools there, and we will see how it will work on front end changes. We need to do automatic reloads also. Front end data need to be reloaded. Okay, need not to restart. Restart occur when you do Java side changes or configuration changes. But if it is a UI content, it should be reloaded. Okay, just let me import it. EMS app, finish it. So in this EMS app, I think we added local database configurations. Okay, let's see. Restart it. Something employee management system we created with some backend classes and front end classes. Let's restart it. Before that, let me check whether dev tools are configured here or not. Go to form file, Spring Web, Spring Data JPA, Spring Starter validations we have, theme leaf libraries added, Web MVC, Actuator, dev tools also available. Let's let's start this application and let us see. As it mentioned, the changes from this path also should be reloaded. Okay, so the application is getting started and it is running in port number 9090. So EMS app is loading. Here I am seeing welcome to your new app, some swagger available here, something it is showing. So I want to change this banner, welcome to your new app. I want to change. Find it, where do you have that? Control H for searching. Okay, put it in any file if you want to search, because we have so many files here. If you want to do any modifications, you need to do this keyword searches. When you apply search, somewhere that content should be there. Yes, in EMS app it is showing in message properties files. Let's open it. So I want to do a change here. Welcome to RPU Tech. Save it. So some kind of reload should be happen. And when I apply refresh here, the change came here. Welcome to RPU Tech. So these changes are really helpful during production also, right? If it is a CMS kind of application, I don't want to do restarts of my application after every changes. If you visit durgasoft.com, a simple example. Here they will list multiple courses, banners, etc. Here. If any new batch, if somebody announces, if I announce a new batch, my new batch need to be updated here. So if for this application dev tools are added, and wherever this page is there, index.html or something, if they go there and add it, automatically if it restarts, if they do file change in that production server, automatically if it restarts, whoever loads this page, next time onwards it will show my new batch as well. Right, so front end changes also it is reloading. So that is what they mentioned. When you add dev tools, changes from here also automatically reloads, automatically reloads. Okay, automatically reloads. In case if you want to exclude something, okay, changes from static pages is okay, but I don't want to allow any resource level changes. Those are username, passwords kind of stuff. I may put there. So I'm little careful on that folder. So you can disable it. If you put exclude, we did change earlier on what messages properties file. This messages properties file is part of this resources. Message properties file is there. So if I put this, if I put this something exclude resources, if I put exclude option on resources or exclude on static public, on the pages some changes I want to block. If I put like this resources, so now I applied change. Don't take any changes from the resources section. Let's see how it will function. I'm adding new content also. Just it is loading. I'm not sure. Yeah, content is loaded. What is the point in configuring it? Maybe I need to restart from resources. This is resources only, right? Exclude, restart. We are asking to exclude from resources. maybe right way we need to configure it. Okay, ठीक है, you can try this exclude option. Okay, put one folder name, intentionally create a folder and put some changes there, or else let me apply to static so that I can ensure. Let me put static here. On static I don't want to allow any changes. So on static level what I have, CSS level changes I have. What changes CSS we will change? Maybe some colors we will add. Navigation bar as CSS. Okay, so this label color is changing. So it is there in navigation bar SCS where the file resides. It is there in bootstrap folder. Inside bootstrap, I'm not sure, bootstrap is not available here. Or logo changes, let me apply change on the logo. This is the logo. If you want to change it, in place of it I want to place a new logo. So this new logo I want to introduce here. Logo.png. So I did some changes here as we applied exclude already. Yeah, it is loading. Yeah, maybe you explore it. We added that property. Why it is not respecting it? The reload is happening. New logo I got here. Okay. Maybe restart excluded, not reloading. Maybe that is the thing I believe. It may not restarting. Maybe reloading is happening. Okay. So you can see live DevTools restart excluded, not reload. Maybe check for reload. Okay. Reload exclude option maybe works. And in case if you want any trigger file for restarting it, if you need any trigger file, you can add trigger file. You may add any trigger file also. Like in DevApps, how we put somewhere I want to create a folder. Let's say on my desktop, I have something Java parts. Okay, file, a simple text file. Like this, you may create one notepad, new text document, my app trigger file. So on changes on this trigger file, my application need to be restarted. See desktop, see user. From there it will pick up or not. Let's see users. Welcome. desktop slash give a file name here. My application trigger file .txt. Okay, so I'm asking to do restart if I do any changes on that file. Let me remove the log and go back to the text file, and let's add some change. I did some change on that file, not applied. It should be applied. Or let me bring it to application somewhere in the workspace. Somewhere. I'll keep it in a different folder, in a different application. Okay. Even if I put this also here, it is not showing any new log. If I want to get new log, maybe we will put some SOP. What is surprise? Earlier it used to restart, right? So I did changes, still it is not restarting. Is it because that I need to do the changes in the file? No, alone it was working before, right? If I remove this option, maybe restart something is required. Let's see. Just a minute, yes. Hello? చెప్పరా సరే సరేనా ఓకే సెషన్లో ఉన్నా తర్వాత ఓకే restart with a special trigger file. Removed it. What if it is part of application somewhere within the application? I'm trying it, guys. Okay, let's see we can achieve it or not. I think I tried before. Live trigger is to execute. I think it is refreshing. Live reload data. Something is happening when I apply change. No, let's see. Keep it aside, but remember using file changes also it can recognize. That is how in DevOps we do changes and we restart applications, but not by using this dev tools. DevOps will take care of it. Okay. And one more thing is actuator that we can enable to understand the application health and all. Okay, how we can do. Let's say this application. Here I added actuator. We have actuator dependency with the dev tools we have. Yeah, I tried with this trigger YML, it was working, but let's see. So manage endpoints. We are asking to show all the endpoints. Okay, include everything, all the endpoints it will show. If you don't put manage endpoints, it will not show everything. Just application app status, or just we can get very few links of actuator. So as we allowed everything actuator endpoints, okay, so it will show complete application health here. Just start this application which is running in 9090 slash call actuator. Okay, we started it in 90. Is it not started? No. Start it. Okay, so these all are not your implementations, just a default actuator. We added one dependency, right? That default is having controllers with these endpoints. Default actuator is having all these endpoints. Something what I believe is internally they might have a class, a controller class in the actuator dependency that is showing all this. When we call endpoint slash actuator, it is showing all the available endpoints from there. What are all the what they will show you? They are giving one spring beans endpoint actuator slash spring beans. What I'll see if I execute it, I can see all the beans which are created out of my Spring Boot application. You can see lot of Spring Bean classes. Lot of Spring Bean classes internally which are creating. Let's see application context. Is it creating? Here. You can see web application context. Auto configurations are lit. Something internally it is creating. Lot of beans. And configuration classes. Lot of web endpoint auto configuration. Log back metrics auto configurations. There are so many beans internally it is creating. We can at least see them. What all are the beans are creating. In case something is not required, you may disable them. But at least you can understand internally how many beans are creating here. I think including your bean also it will show. Whatever bean you have here. All endpoint application bean. We have here now with app down mapping. See all endpoint application which we implemented inside com.rbu. So our custom classes also it is showing. It is because of actuator app bean. Two classes we have, right? App bean all endpoint action bean. So these two beans also it is showing. What else we have? Something catchy, health. Okay, you can explore about each URL and what is the use of it. Health status it is showing up. Information actuator slash info. See what it will do. No information. I think if we can compose any information it might show. Shutdown hook. Maybe it is for automatic shutdown. In case if you want to do any emergency shutdown, if we enter it, I think application may go down. Not happening. Maybe you need to enable that. Maybe you need to enable it. Endpoint shutdown to true. Okay, it is enabled. Achha, get is not supported. Shutdown method is post method. That is what I believe. Maybe from postman somewhere if you call, it may go down. Post method. Any parameters? I think nothing we are sending. Just send it. Shut down, bye bye. Shutting down, bye. So now if you go to here and if you try to run actuator and all, no way. Already this application went down. With this endpoint, we could able to down our service as well. I don't think you can start it. You can start again manually only. So lot of things that we can able to see, monitor, find out by using actuator. We given loggers option also. Not sure what it will show. Loggers, or is it your application log? Yeah. Hmm. What was the other means? I didn't get you. I mean, you have to start application. We make it down here, and we call it. It went down. So all the endpoints were killed. No endpoint, nothing. Your application itself went down. So if you want to start your application, you need to start it manually, which means you need to trigger your DevOps trigger files, or else if you have direct access on your server, you should go there and you need to run Java command. You either you do it or DevOps need to do it. Okay. I don't think we will enable all these shutdown options on the production. Okay, but if at all required, right, you can use that option for any application if you have any such dependency. Okay, so this is making it possible. Manage endpoint shutdown enabled true, we mentioned it. So by default this will be false. So we should not allow somebody by going into the domain URL slash actuator shutdown if they call. If the application goes down, it's not a good sign, right? Maybe up to, yeah, if at all required in for any sensitive cases, right? We may use it. Yeah. So that's how actuator is providing a lot of information about your application. Metrics given. I don't know what metrics these are. Let's see. Oh, app is down. Just start it. Application ready time, restarted time, disk free size. So if you want to know any JVM information, GC memory promoted, GC overhead, JVM info. I think as a path parameter, if you send it slash more information about your JVM. What is the JDK version? Lot of information. Metrics, executor pool size, disk free size. May be helpful, right? This is all to understand whether disk is okay or is it filled. I don't know what is this value meant for, but yeah, something disk total also they given disk dot total 9.7. something. Okay, know about it more. Okay, I didn't get any chance to use actuator, right? But yeah, you may explore about it. Okay, lot of metrics it is giving, lot of things. Just you need to add actuator dependency and put manage endpoints, exposure, include. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So actuator we will use everywhere whenever it required, right? Basically, yesterday while we are doing application, right? Eureka with the gateway, we added a actuator. How it functioned, how it worked means when we add Eureka here for load balancing, right? Where is this drawing? Yeah. When we do some changes, how it was registering automatically, or how gateway is connecting with Eureka and noticing about your services, or how Eureka is monitoring about your service, which is running in host 1, host 2. So Eureka may be using actuator. It is pointing to your application and finding health metrics. If S1 is down, it will not obviously get any health metrics. It will say 404 something. Then immediately the next available resource which is registered, it will trigger, and it will deregister the unavailable one. The same information it will pass to gateway as well. So that's how it is able to understand your application statuses. So to understand this application status by the Eureka, we added actuators in the we added actuators, right? So that actuator helping Eureka to know more about your application service, whether it is up and running or not, whether disk space is free or not. Maybe internally it might having all that calls here and finding your application health. That's how it was able to easily balance your load. Yeah, that is what I am assuming it is achieving here. Maybe, right? Yeah, yeah. So I think that's it for today. Tomorrow on Monday next session, we will see tracing, how to trace application, distributed tracing. Okay, using Zipkin. I'll show you distributed tracing and other topics also we'll see. Okay, CQRS is left and security. Yeah, we'll go one by one. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for today. I'll make this example available to you. Okay, at least by tomorrow. Okay, yeah. If any questions, we continue, or else let's meet on Monday session. Okay, just Monday and yeah, go ahead. Next few sessions only. Yeah, next. Hmm, go ahead. Hmm. No, other one also is always up and running. It will get the status of it. Okay, three host it is running already in S1, S3, S5. We made it available in three servers. Okay, what it is doing, if three services are running, automatically it is switching in a round robin. Let's say at a time three people request, it is going to S1 and the next request to S3, the next request to S5. Like that it is sending in a round robin. If copies, Same copy, clone we will run. Same code only. Maybe if you imagine Docker, right? Same image we can run it in different ports. Image is same. Database connections, everything will be same. Okay, just one more copy of your application will be available for continuity of business. Hmm. Of course, correct. The issue might be coming from the, just a minute, yes. Hello. Issue might be because of server only, right? Maybe not with your code. If it is code issue, everywhere the same issue it will produce. Okay. But if it is a mission issue, if other services also running on the same mission, then no use of running multiple instances. Correct? Hello? Yeah. Actually, another session they wanted to start. Shall we drop on this line? Okay. Yeah. If you have any doubts, you can ping me. We will connect again offline. Yeah. Or else we will discuss it later. I think they are waiting for the line. Okay. Let me close this session.